Well, I think that has had quite a dramatic impact on our character.
I'm gone.
If anything, I think this is cause for him to hate his past self. In fact, I'm sure that's what he's feeling right now, is rage at his past life. Or past lives. I think for once he might not want to know his memories. And he might want to ignore it. Or at least he's getting tempted to look at his experiences that way. And just because of that experience, I don't think he wants to touch this stone anymore. I think we're just going to go. Wow. Okay. That was a very dark experience. Well, actually, you know what? I think this is exactly the kind of situation where he would want to go to a bar and have something to drink.
I'm gone.
Take the edge off of, well, probably everything he's feeling right now. So, he's going to go to...
Fell has a studio down here, does he not?
He's going to go to
Right.
the Smoldering Corpse bar.
Done.
And I don't think he's going to tell any of his companions what he just experienced. He's just going to internalize it. Alright. Let's go in here. Okay.
Oh, Grace, you, have any sisters?
Thousands.
Ah, give me a moment to be delirious with joy.
Of course, the Nameless One is completely oblivious to this. Drusilla. Do we have a quest with you? When will you free Ignis? Ah, yes! We had to free that guy up there. Alright, when I get around to it. Yeah, I think that's exactly what he's going to say. He can't be bothered with this at the moment. He's just going to go straight to the bar and get something to drink. Let's do whiskey. He places a shot of some steaming substance that looks like boiling urine in front of you. The fumes that waft your way, however, are exquisitely tempting. The taste, though nearly unbearably hot, is as smoky as a scent. You feel the liquor burning its way to your gut. It is nearly painful, yet even this pain is sweet. The barkeep's eyes widen. Still standing? Most folks can't even make it halfway through the first shot. I've got good tolerance, answer question. No. I feel fine. I don't even feel anything. Actually, that's perfect. The Nameless One right now... Well, he does feel a lot, but he feels like... he feels nothing. Based on his past life. He feels... empty and conflicted and confused. And he feels like there are all these different parts of him that are fighting each other. But he himself feels absolutely nothing at the moment. The barkeep considers you carefully, resting his chin on his hand. You know, Cutter, there's some as have a natural immunity to poisons and such. Some folks call Bubba poison. If that's the case, chances are good you got yourself a handy little defense against poisoners. Well, I'd say good, give me another one. Yep, he's got a problem. Fire wine and fire seeds. He passes you a glass of the deepest red wine and a handful of brightly colored seeds. Stick the seeds in your mouth, he advises, and take a swig of the wine. Don't be surprised when the seeds catch fire. They won't do you any harm. It tastes like no other. And he's right. When you pop a seed into your mouth, it mingles with your saliva and bursts into a tiny flame. You quench it with a swallow of fire wine, and the taste is indescribable. Alright, and he asks if you want another. No, not right now.
Done.
I think he'll pull himself up from his drink and maybe just take a quick walk around.
I'm gone.
Mercy Killers. Those are different from the Harmonium people, aren't they? Yeah, we're not even going to talk to Ignis right now. Just going to take a quick walk around.
Done.
That was a fake dustman, as I recall.
I'm gone.
Alright. Looks like we did talk to everyone last time.
Done.
Mercy Killer patrons. Yeah. Alice. Yeah, that was, I think, an arrogant guy. Candrian. Yeah, I think we're actually going to walk up to someone and try to start a fight. You see a soft-looking man with gentle, far-staring eyes. Because I think Nameless One is actually looking for a way to release his anger at the moment. He dresses in supple leather clothing and carries various implements of use and destruction about his body, such as ropes, spikes, tinderboxes, and empty vials of air. He looks half gone, literally. There's an insubstantiability to his existence, as if his essence has been partially eaten away. He focuses on you. He says, "Greetings to you, O Seeker." He carefully sets a mug down and gives you all his attention. "I've seen the far reaches of the multiverse and returned to tell the tale. I've walked upon the bodies of dead gods and spun moonbeams on the astral ahead of 1,000 shrieking Githyanki nights. I have passed the edges of existence and watched my essence shiver away before me. What is it I can do for you?" Alright. Well, our character, I think, is... I'm not sure if he'd find something he can relate to or something he finds... Oh yeah? Well, that's nothing compared to what I feel right now. What are you doing? I am fresh back from negation and I'm trying to restore the essence before it slips away from me altogether. No, okay, I don't think we can really start a fight. Wasn't there this Alice guy? What? Adon the Imagined. The man in front of you has large eyes and thin frame. He seems confused and frightened by the rest of the bar patrons. He looks incredibly relieved to see you. Adon... Greetings? He chuckles lightly and rolls his eyes and... "You wouldn't believe what happened to me," look that you find strangely familiar. "About time, friend. I thought I might be here waiting all day for you." Do I know you?" "Why, yes." He gives you a peery eye. "At least, I think well, I can't recall everything about you." But he frowns in thought, then shrugs. "Anyway, it's good to see you. I'm Adon. We're friends, I take it." "Excellent. I could use more friends like you. It seems..." He looks around in confusion. "Since I don't appear to know anyone in these parts, much less how I got here." That sounds a lot like our story, except we claim to be Adon. Where are you from?" He seems surprised and his confusion resurfaces. He frowns. "Well, I'm not from around here, I don't believe. Or do I? I think I would have recalled such a place. Don't really recall where I'm from or where I'm bound." Do you know who I am? An old friend?" He sounds like he's testing the water. "Aren't you?" Okay. So... So there's... We've been going around calling ourselves Adon. And we have found Adon the Imagined. That's a little weird. I had some questions for you. I don't think we'd say this. We may be acquaintances. I had some questions for you. "Oh, and I had some for you, too." He frowns. "Except I can't seem to get a handle on them." Questions. Who needs them? All that matters is answers, anyway, I think. Right, Well, it's been interesting, Adon, but I have to go, I think. Hey, friends. Look, before you go and fly away to wherever beds you're going, I have something for you. At least I think so. He digs into his pockets and frowns. Pockets too damn small to keep anything in. Scratches his head. Maybe. He pulls back his sleeves. First the left one, then the right one. Looks angry, then lets both sleeves fall back to full length. Why would we say this? Why don't you check the left sleeve again? I think it might be there. For some reason we say that. Really? He pulls back the left sleeve again, and this time you see a package tied to his wrist. He smiles on relief, and unties it from his arm, and then hands it to you. For you, friend. From me. For you. Thanks of sorts. He nods to you as you take the item. You study it. It looks like a ring of some sort. Wasn't there some money to go along with this? Thanks, Adon. And he vanished. Weird. Alright, so we're getting distracted from our fury. What's this? Adon's ring. A gift you received from Adon when you bid him farewell in the Smoldering Corpse bar. It's a featureless metal ring that looks extremely thick and heavy, but it is almost weightless. It shifts as you watch, changing from silver to bronze to gold. Can we equip it? What's this do anyway? +3 to save versus poison. That's okay.
All right.
We'll just have this equipped and see what happens, if anything. Alright. So yeah, I think
I'm gone.
we're very briefly distracted from our grief with some amount of confusion, but that's not going to stop us from looking for some fight. No. I thought there was an arrogant somebody somewhere in this bar.
I'm gone.
Maybe we could get into a bar fight. See a lad who barely looks a day over 18. His face seems to betray some tension. Who are your friends here? There are people who are here to make sure I don't foul up assignments. Turner's the old one. We don't care about any of that. Best of luck. This guy doesn't seem interested in talking. I guess there's not really much we can do. You see a scruffy, ill-kempt man. Smells strongly of alcohol? Yeah, what do you want, eh? He leans in closer, looks you up and down. Looks like you could use a healer. He laughs loudly at his own poor human. And then a nauseating stench of liquor and poorly chewed food washes over you. Who are you? Ander. And used to be a hell of a fight man too, but it was before the bub took a hold of me. Friends called me Slappy because I was so good at doing it to people. Alright, we'll ignore that. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any way to start a fight. Which I think is unfortunately what our character would do to relieve his anger. And I think he would rest here for a few hours. So maybe I can do that. No. Oh well. Get another drink. Maybe that'll pass the time a bit. Another whiskey. Alright. So some time passes.
All right. I'm gone.
Oh, there's another door here. Alright, let's get out of here. And I think the Nameless One will
I'm gone.
wander around and realize that Ignis here is in quite a bit of trouble. I think out of pity at this point, a bit of a recovery from his grief, he's going to try to use the decanter on him. You tilt the decanter of the grill and begin to pour. A small stream of ice blue water pours from the decanter and touches the flames of the grill with a violent hissing and a rush of steam. As if in response to this challenge, the decanter seems to lunge forward, falling into the grill and shattering. Hissing billows of steam and furious crackling noise rush up from the grill, spilling over you and forcing you to cover your ears and turn away. There is a scream, a cackling, a terrible sound like 100 buildings burning, people screaming, their screams being cut short by the roar of flame and melting flesh. As you put your hands over your ears to block out the sound, you feel a stickiness in your hands, like hot cheese or candle wax. Your ears are bleeding from the sound. You draw your hands back and see them covered with chunks of melted flesh, filled with bloody swirls. You're about to run away from the bar, aiming to get away from the sound, when suddenly all fall silent, except for a jagged crackling coming from the grill. You turn. On the grill lies the decanter of endless water, now nothing but shards and steam. Above it is a creature, flames still trailing from its body, floating over the bar's floor. It is staring at you, its eyes flickering like torches. Oh, I know you. The creature's face splits, charred flesh peeling away from its jaw so that it might speak. You can barely stand to look at the thing. The blazing radiance surrounding it is terrible to behold.
Yes, long have I slept dreams of flames. I am yours till death comes for us both.
We shall see. Okay. Seems like he has joined us. Let's talk to him and try to figure out why he has joined us. Why not? Flames curl around Ignis's throat, and a tongue of flame streams from behind his blackened teeth. What happened to make you this way? This way. A small pocket of flesh on Ignis's cheek pops and runs in a steaming trickle down his jaw. This way. Ignis always was. You look human. So, yes, fiery guy, not really saying much. Still Ignis, always Ignis. As you open your mouth to speak, Ignis suddenly whirls on you. You are forced to choke back your words as the heat from his frame floods over you. Ignis, might you be sparks in bodies always seeking to rise? What are you talking about? All things burn inside. Only need to be kindled with flames to become Ignis. So might you have been Ignis? Actually, if you end up... Yeah, we're not going to be... Yeah. So what you're saying... You're saying everyone has the potential to become like you with the right spark? Yes. He grins, cocking his head to one side, ashes falling from his skull and being swept up in the flaming wreath that surrounds him. More questions? No more talking questions. Silence. You will answer my questions, Ignis. I set you free. Think you could chain Ignis? The flames around Ignis swirl like a cloak, and then fan outwards, as if seeking to caress you. Kill you, turn you to ashes. Ignis can, for now Ignis follows. But threats, anger Ignis. Actually, Ignis, you couldn't stop me. You could burn me, but I'd keep coming back until you were kindling. So enough with the threats. There's a crackling in the air, and Ignis cocks his head slightly as if studying you, and hisses. Flames will burn the immortality from you. You are not safe from my flames. Maybe you don't understand what immortality means, Ignis. You are not immortal. Ignis can kill you, scatter your ashes in the winds. You watch as he flings his arms wide, and a heat pours from him, so powerful you are forced to shield your eyes. There's a great roaring as the air flees past you, being drawn into Ignis. Ignis, stop that! As you try to shout at Ignis to stop, the tide of heat turns back upon itself, and a blazing heat washes over you. You feel your flesh begin to smolder, then smoke, then the beginnings of pain. You clench your teeth, and over the pain you hear Ignis crackling with laughter.
Updated my journal.
As you shout his name again, the heat dies. As you draw your arms back from your face, you see that your skin is blackened from where Ignis burned it, and Ignis is watching you hungrily. You know more than anything that whatever Ignis is, whatever power that has embraced him, it has the power to destroy you. If his flames were to kill you, there would be nothing left of your body. I think the Nameless One is very tempted to get into a fight at this point. But if he realizes that he's about to be charred, and I think this might have, snapped him from his feelings of grief and pity and all that. I think he's been snapped back to the present from that. Fine, we'll talk later, you and I. So maybe that did do some good, but I don't think the Nameless One really likes Ignis too much at the moment.